Welcome, folks, to another exciting college football matchup. We've got an intriguing neutral setting for this battle here today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Tigers' return team not doing the offense any favors there. Here comes that star wide receiver with the swag that kind of rubs opponents the wrong way, Kirk, because he's saying, I don't care who you are, I'm going to embarrass you today.
Well, Chris, there's a rumor that this guy actually DMs the opposing corners before the game that he's going to go up against, as if to say, hey, it's going to be a long day for you today. But the wild thing is he actually comes out and single-handedly unravels defenses to the point that by the end, it looks like he's in the heads of the opposing secondary.
Brought down, but broke the tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
A quick throw out left, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. He finds the running back in the flat. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job in taking any threat downfield away. All you can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. It's a quick grab. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Back to throw again. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's 4th down. And the Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So Texas's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And here we go, Kirk, this matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. Two extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. Better get your popcorn ready.
Breaks loose at the 40. Running right through tacklers. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down. Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping and doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Defense is coming after him. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions, to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Longhorns will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Complete to the running back. But can he get there? Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the 1st down.
Second down play coming up. Handoff to the back. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. Longhorns hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. And try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Extra point try coming now. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? The shotgun running play call. Breaking free at the 35. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback who's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has...
And is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
The pass is caught, but they rule him out of bounds, so it's incomplete. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back. It's Owens. And the completion made. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. They'll run it to the right side. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To throw, it's Owens. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
Boy, this is outstanding by this offense. Third down conversion. The wideout sells that he's going to go downfield, turns and breaks back to the quarterback, sees the quarterback's eyes, and he puts the football right on his numbers. Very nice third down conversion on the curve.
The Longhorns keep the football on the move. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's swarmed by the defense. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Good job by the offensive line to get some positive yards, not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a third and goal.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Tigers come to the line to run the hurry up. pick up the 3rd and short through the air. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Ball carrier running through tackles. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful if you throw the screen on him.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Owens. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. He's moving out of the pocket, using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, we wondered all week how this one was going to play out. And through 2 quarters of ball, the answer is like a good old-fashioned barn burner.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Owens. Catch made on the right side. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Longhorns pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Good enough for the first down, the 37.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They've got him at the 48. That's a first down.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Incomplete, so it's second down attempt. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Got him, he's sacked.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The offense facing a tough conversion here, third and long from the 42. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he throws his third interception of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Texas. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the point after is good. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. An inside give now from the shotgun.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Pitches to the back. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. First down here for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Back to throw. It's Fuller. Dumps it down to the back. Clock. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football in vertical shots to boot.
Bringing pressure. He's going to take off. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to chuck it again. And they heave it deep downfield. Pass is incomplete, but a penalty marker on the play that should result in a first down.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call and continuing to put points on the board.
Try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. To the air, it's Sellers. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice, solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, the coaches told us all week, don't be shocked if we use the fullback in the passing game. I thought they were kidding us, but here it is for a first down.
The Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's intercepted, but out of bounds. So close to a turnover, it's just incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
That's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Here comes a handoff. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. No problem, knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Second and long, backed up at the 7-yard line. To throw, it's Sellers. The pass rush closing in. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get any.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal was to be 1-0, but also we got a chance to see what this team is capable of when they play their best.
I completely agree with you, Chris. I was definitely impressed with this performance. We'll just have to see how far this team can really go.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.